Hey, what's up, guys? It's Circle for another review. I'm doing a follow-up video about the SBD Belt. I actually took it to the gym, did 2 sessions with it, and the first session was deadlifts, and the one for earlier today was on squats. So again, I already told you the specs as far as the belt, and letting you guys know how did it hold up in the during my exercises. So again, did the squats. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I went for a single to, what was it, 425 for some singles. So I worked my way all the way up to 425 for some singles, and it definitely helped with my posture, and the lift itself wasn't really hard at all. For some reason, I actually found my correct footing to where it felt comfortable for me doing my deadlifts. Normally, it'll kind of bother me after I think I passed 315. It'll start to bother me as far as my lower back and stuff like that. So actually, when I put on the belt, it helped me find my correct footing. So the deadlifts went up really smooth, and I didn't want to do anything out of the ordinary, like, so, let me throw on 50 extra pounds or whatever and just try to find a new PR. But I just kind of kept it the way I normally do, and it worked out pretty good. It's stable. It didn't bend on me or anything like that. It just felt real solid. Again, like I told you in the last video, it feels like 2 giant hands just wrapped around your midsection. So you're not going anywhere. The belt is great. The squats, it definitely helped with the squats. I normally, I do 315, but it's kind of like a grinder. And when I threw the belt on today, it felt pretty smooth. It went pretty smooth. So I know later on in the week, I'll definitely start going for doubles and maybe even triples. Of course, I got other stuff going on as far as my supplements I'm taking now, so that's going to help me also. But yeah, as far as the belt, it's real solid. I like the way it looks. It feels great, and there's not really too many complaints about it. I know a lot of people are going to bring up the price. I understand it's very expensive. But at the same time, it's like that's their flagship item, and they really don't sell a lot of stuff in inner strength. They really don't. They only have so many items they sell: knee sleeves, singlets, a couple t-shirts, some other Inzer lever belts, lower brands. Well, not lower brands, but lower quality Inzer lever belts. And that's pretty much about it, man. They don't really just sell like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not even mad at them with that, because at the end of the day, like I told you before, if you go to a Ferrari dealership, people complain about the price, but does it really matter that Ferraris are expensive if people still buying them? So it goes to that. They did have a sale. I didn't catch it. They didn't have my size in stock. So, I mean, they do have sales. I don't know when. You have to actually contact their customer support and ask them. But they had a sale. I give them that. It was like $269 or something like that. Again, sadly, they didn't have my belt size, so I missed out on that, so I ended up paying full price. But at the end of the day, it's not about the price. I'm not concerned about the price. I'm happy with what I have. I just really wanted to get the belt, so the price wasn't a big deal for me, but some people it is, and all I can tell you is either don't get it or just save up, man. It's not that big deal, so it's not that serious. What I want to say, it's not that serious. Just save up, $50 after paycheck, every 2 weeks or however, you want to do it. But it's definitely worth the money. That's what I want to get at. It's definitely worth the money. They have that, unique patented lever design, so no one can copy that. One thing that I am concerned about is the lever. So to show you the belt again. It's the lever. It's a neat design. Don't get me wrong. It's great, but it just, I don't know, man. I just can't get over the fact that I really expected it to have some weight to it. Now, it's not like super light, but I don't know, man. I just feel like it should be, a little, somewhat heavy. Just to justify the price. But apparently, it's not an issue or anything like that. But it just feels like it can easily break if you're not careful with it. So, I mean, it's like any other level belt. For example, I have an old one. I had to replace it because apparently I had this belt for years, but this is an original lever to it, and it broke off. I actually dropped it on the ground at the gym and it just snapped off. So yeah, and obviously it's cheap material, but still, I mean, it's not like steel or anything like that, but it did break off. But granted, I had it for years and it happened, but luckily I'm able to go online and, was able to go online and replace it with no problem. But the newer one is a little more heavier. It's like half a pound more or something like that, or yeah, so I mean, that should last even longer, but that's the only issue I have is it's just, man, I don't know, man. I don't feel too comfortable with this, but evidently it was an issue. Then, no complaint. I haven't heard anyone having a complaint with this, but you have to be extra careful with this, man, because this thing is not made for you to throw it off a building or anything like that. So when you're done with the belt, don't take it off and just throw it around, because you're gonna end up hitting a plate or hitting a bar, and you're gonna end up cracking it or whatever, and then that's pretty much it. So I don't know if they sell any. I mean, they make them, but I don't know if they sell them separately. They didn't have it on the website, but I'm pretty sure if you do have an issue, you can call customer service. Like, hey man, send me another, lever, and whatever. So that's the only concern I have. I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming they'll sell it to you. If it does break, I don't see why not, because they make them. And I don't know, it's not like you can put it on another belt, because the way this belt is made, it's specifically made for this belt only. So I'm pretty sure you just can't go around and throw it on another, other generic type of belt or whatever. But I'm pretty sure you can, because I have another one I'm doing a review on later on and show you the difference between this SBD belt and these generic belt I found off of Amazon years ago. So I do have a flaw on here. It's not a big deal at all. It's not even it's like right here. So that happened before. It happened at the factory. It's a little dent right there. So I know it happened after the factory, because the paint is still the same texture. You can see the dent, so they dropped it or whatever, and then they just painted over it. So it's not a deal breaker at all. I mean, granted, the belt is pretty expensive, and I'm not whining about it. I mean, the good thing about it is I can differentiate my belt from anyone else's belt. So I mean, I might end up putting like some stickers on here or something like that later on, but right now I like the whole clean factory look to it. I don't want to do any customizations to it anytime soon. So for the most part, this little thing right here, that lets me know that it is my belt. So I mean, that happened at the factory obviously, but it's not a big deal. And I don't know, so later on, pretty much I'm gonna customize it a little bit. I'm not gonna overdo it, like paint or anything like that. If anything, I'll just put some stickers on here, like a few stickers or something like that. Or for the most part, I'll just write my name in the inside and call it a day. So that seems good enough for me. Give me a good old Sharpie and just write my name in the inside of the belt. No big deal, because I don't want to really have. Oh, it's a nice belt. So you really don't want to mess with it. You want to keep it the way it is. So. For the most part, yeah, I will put my name in the inside of it, and that's pretty much about it. As far as like anything else outside, I don't want to mess it up. So if it was a cheap belt, then I would go all out, but it's not. So I do not want to mess up the finish at all. So if anything, the inside, the suede part, I'll just write my name somewhere inside of it, and I'll be done with it. But other than that, the lever itself, it doesn't bother me. But whenever I put it on, I'm like, it just don't. I don't know. I just expect it to be, somewhat heavy duty. That's the only downside I have to this belt is this part right here, the lever part. I just wish they probably would have just put a little more material in. I think it's cast iron. Yeah, it's cast iron or whatever. So, I mean, it's not gonna break on you or anything like that if you just take care of it. You use for its sole purpose. You put it on, take it off, and you're careful with it. Just don't be throwing it around. You're gonna end up, cracking it, and that's a wrap. So, but other than that, it's the only down. Side of half of it, and then from there I'm gonna have to actually deduct some kind of point, because I'm not gonna let it slide with a smooth 5. Like, this is my opinion, and I mean that's the way I believe it should have went that way, but not to sit here and be a big old big old Karen about it or wet blanket. But that's what it is. That's what it is with me, man. I just really wish they would have put a little more a different kind of metal into this. It feels cheap. No lie, it does feel cheap. It feels cheap right here, this little part, not the back part, not the back part. That's solid right there. But this part right here, like these two pieces, just feel real cheap. So, I mean, granted, it's gonna last a long time. I never heard anyone have any issues with the buckle or anything like that. But I mean, that's pretty much about it. Had a little thing on there from the factory, no big deal. I'm actually kind of glad. I'm actually glad it's there. That way I can know right at the back, like, hey man, what you doing? It's my belt. So, and then like I say later on, I'll just write my name inside the belt. So if you get one of these belts or whatever, if you don't want to mess it up, if you don't want to customize it like that, if anything, for the most part, please put your name inside of it, like the suede part, because no one's gonna. That's the inside, so it don't really matter what you do about the inside. It's just the outside. A lot of people don't want to mess with the outside. It's a nice looking belt, true enough, and you don't want to just be. You know, I understand because I'm like that too. I like keeping everything original. But if you have one of these belts, or if you get one, please write your name in the inside, bro. Like, don't just have the belt all fresh out the bag and then you just using it and there's no way of identifying your item because there's no serial number on here. There's no manufacturing stamp saying 1 out of 1,000. It don't have nothing. It's nothing like that. All these belts are made exactly the same. The newer editions anyway. So make sure you put your name on this belt, man. If something happen, you can identify your belt and you can go on about your day. These belts are too expensive for someone to walk around. I mean, just walk by you and snatch it out of your bag, or if you're not paying attention or whatever like that. So it's very important that you mark your products. That's all I'm saying to you. So like I said, if you don't want to customize or anything like that, just make sure you write your name on the inside, because no one's paying attention to what's on the inside, and that's it, man. So I mean, you put it right here, or put it on the side where you can't really see it or whatever, around the buckle, and call it a day. So anyway, I told you guys again that you need this belt. You don't. Will it help you with your lifts? It definitely will. It has a security to it where it's not going to budge at all. So that's a great thing. It's a great feeling, because I have other belts, and after so many uses, they start to give way on the top, the bottom part, and it just the security is not there anymore. So I'll recommend anyone to get it. It is an excellent belt for sure. But as far as the rating, I'm not gonna give it a 5, sadly, only because of this. It's the only issue I have with it. Not saying it's flimsy or anything like that. Just I really would like for it to have some weight to it. So. But then again, these guys, they've been making these belts for years, so they know what they're doing. But in my personal opinion, I'm not gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna deduct some points, and 0 out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. So for those like, oh, you just over exaggerating, get over it, struggle, no big deal. It really is a deal for me. It just, as I continue using it, I'll eventually just won't care anymore. But still, it's just that kind of just, it doesn't bug me. It's just kind of like someone's kind of poking until you tell them to stop, and then it goes away. So it's not going to be a recurring issue for me, because as I continue to use the belt, I'll just get used to it and don't even worry about it anymore. So yeah, it won't be a link in the description, because it doesn't work that way with this company. What else can I say? The only thing I can tell you is just go on the website and just call customer service. Email them, they'll respond back to you. Call them and ask them, like, hey, you plan on having any sales with the belt anytime soon? And they'll let you know, and you can go from there. But the price, as of today, it stands at $310. And then you got your taxes, and then your shipping is gonna cost you $25. Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. I'm in America, so I don't know if you're like out of the country or whatever. It's probably gonna be more. I don't know, but $25 for shipping, and the bill is $310 and taxes, so it come out to like $339.98. So yeah, definitely worth it. Get you one, man. Just save up. If you're strapped for cash, save up. You won't regret it. And you can put the rest of your belts away. You can hang those belts up for good. You can retire your other belts that you put a lot of work into, and you can just move on. It's time to step up your game. Definitely get one of these. Not saying this is the best. This is the only belt to buy. I mean, Inner Strength is not the only brand to deal with. SBD is not the only brand to deal with. You can get other belts from other companies that's not as good as this, but they're good. So I'm not gonna lie, like this is the top belt. This is the numero. This is the head honcho. You know what I'm saying? This is the big quesadilla right here. You don't get no better than this. So you can get other belts that's good, but it's not gonna be better than this. That's a fact. So for those who have other belts and swear that they're just the best belt ever, you can't say that if you never had the best belt ever. This is the #1 belt, period. So you can't say you have the best belt if you don't have the SBD belt. So that's all I gotta say to you guys. I don't want to stretch this video. I'm not gonna stretch this video out. I'm tired. I gotta get some rest. So thanks for tuning in. If you have an SBD belt, again, please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please follow, like, subscribe, and share. The goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, and I will give out it's gonna be crazy. just you'll know when I hit that 1,000 follower mark, subscriber mark. You guys will know, and then it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be some stuff going down for sure. Just stay tuned and keep following the videos. Like, share, tell a friend, yada yada yada. Until next time, guys, take it easy. God bless. Struggle.